Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rohit Krishna and welcome to my channel Codon 3 and on my LinkedIn profile. So I'm posting this video in response to, not in response to, but just to clarify some of the queries and some of the posts on my responses on my post 2 days back. So I had posted that what are the key skills that you must have to acquire a very high-end job in biotechnology or a job in a biotechnology in 2024. So some of my friends and some of my pals, and I think that they are so young generations for in current scenario, and me being a, if in LinkedIn is providing me a badge of top teaching voice and educator, it's our responsibility to come and respond to those young brains and young kids. So there has been a lot of things. There has been a lot of things that has changed, that have changed over a period of these 14 years. If I'm talking about my career since 2010 to 2014, and getting a job at that time was different, and getting a job right in current scenario is completely different. And somehow, somewhere, I have found most of the people that are working professionals are never been satisfied with their work, and most of them are not satisfied their work and the salary they are getting. So let's start the discussion, that is salary expectations and the life sciences of life sciences students dream and reality 2024. I will just try to justify these discussions, and I hope and wish that this is going to help you to craft your career in the biotechnology field. And if anyone is not happy the things with the I'm discussing, I'm really sorry, and my apology that I have not brought myself up to your expectations. But still, I will try my best to make you feel and make you help to craft your career bit in a better way. So, what is happening in all these years? So, before I go to the first slide, that how does it start? Uh, I was visiting faculty in Department of Industrial Microbiology and Biotechnology, and I was very much fortunate that I got a opportunity to work for MDDM college, that was a women's college in Bihar University. And what I found that the girls who are opting for biotechnology and microbiology, so basically they have a pattern when they are opting the industrial microbiology. So most of the girls, they were scared of mathematics, or you might correlate with it that most of the girls were scared of mathematics. That is why they opted the biology to study in class 12th. And since they could not qualify and they were scared of NEET examination, so what to do in the career? They opted for the microbiology. And when they landed in the course, they will come up with the syllabus. They really they were like really unaware of that what are the things that are included in the syllabus. So how does it start? The several students opt the biotechnology as their career path, whether you were scared of mathematics or you liked biology, and that is why you opted the career for biotechnology. Even I did that. Like I was not scared of mathematics, but in class 12th, I came to know that me and my family was like, obviously economically, we were not that good at that time. So obviously, I had to opt a course which I can pursue and I can get a job very fast, or in a very once I am through with the course, I can get a job. So this was also in my mind, like just like you, it was also in my mind. So the problem arises when the students start facing the problem after pursuing biotechnology at undergraduate level, whether to find a job or to go on a higher studies, that is research. So obviously by 3 years of completion of your graduation degree, so all of us land in a dilemma that whether should I go for to opt for a job, or whether should I go for a research or any kind of job includes the marketing and everything. In the coming sections, I will discuss that. What are the prospects of the job that I'm talking about? So after undergraduation course like BSc, BTech or BE, every undergraduation job, we all start thinking that we should opt for a job or we should go for a higher education or a research or anything. So many students and the parents develop an unrealistic expectation due to the lack of information and unawareness. So let me try to provide the real picture, what is what to expect in India. So it all starts with this story. I will not go into that back that what used to happen in 2010 or even before. So I graduated with biotechnology in 2008. So there are a lot of things that have changed. That is why I'm not going that back. What used to happen? But certainly some of the stories are very much familiar. That you can make an analogy with your own story. So certainly, I'm just finding myself in a very uncomfortable situation. Should I discuss these things or not? But चलो ठीक है. मैं ये कोशिश करता हूँ कि शायद ये आपको कुछ ना कुछ मदद करने में और भी मदद करेगी. तो अल्टीमेटली जो पर्पस है हमारा और आपका डिस्कशन का कि आखिर हाउ टू मेक अ करियर इन बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट, व्हाट नॉट टू एक्सपेक्ट, certainly it is going to justify, this discussion is going to justify. So education level is my concern. So if you are one of those unsatisfied souls, that exactly that I used to be, looking for a job immediately after the bachelor's in biotechnology. So in 2008, I completed the biotechnology and I was certainly looking for it, that can giving myself to more years to study and then looking for a job. And certainly after pursuing master's degree, it's not going to make a huge difference in the salaries that I'm going to get after the BSc or the MSc. So we all then you will or we all end up getting a low paying junior level jobs which are not at all advisable. So this was not a situation that happened with only one of my students, and I will discuss it later, that after pursuing job, he did the distance course, but he landed up in a very good company after the undergraduation and he learned all the techniques. This is what is my emphasis. So what you are doing in the job. So let us come back to the discussion that if you are expecting it to get a very high paying job after the BSc, it doesn't matter from which university you are studying. It's not going to happen, because certainly the university and the institution are going to provide you a very good theoretical and backup of all the trainings and the machine learnings, but certainly the salary has to be given by the industries, and they have their own parameter, that minimum level of entry or the minimum entry level, they must have some educational backgrounds, so that they can also show in the audit that they have hired a certain higher level educated employees. So do not assume that the bachelor degree in the biotechnology will make you a laboratory scientist. So most of you, very honestly tell me that during the undergraduation level, most of you have just just done a time pass in assignments, making PPTs, hanging out with new friends, enjoying your first year or second year in the colleges after the school. If you're asking me, then my story is completely different. So immediately after completion of my 12th, when I entered into the graduation in Bihar University, I was the first person from my batch to clear the Viva and interview of ICMR and go for Kalazar and AIDS patient for the advanced immunological techniques, to learn advanced immunological techniques in ICMR Center, Rajendra Memorial Research Institute, Patna, Agamkuwa. So my mindset was completely different when I entered into a biotechnology field from day one. From day one, it was not for me. It was not a period of enjoyment and coming into the college and thinking that key for the school, after the school we have started enjoying the things, must enjoy the things. It was not my story. So please, if you are in a zone, those who are watching that they are undergraduation student, they are watching or post-graduation student, if you're just having a fun during this time, certainly it is going to impact your career. So you have to be dead serious about the thing that you are crafting in your CV, and you have to earn all these things during these 5 years, 3 years for the undergraduation and 2 years for the post-graduation. Be very honest to yourself. A higher degree, master and the PhD are almost mandatory if you are keen to continue the core biotechnology field. My advice is to you would be to pursue the at least master degree, at least master degree. See, it's pursuing undergraduation level is below par. जस्ट पीरियड 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 दिमाग में इस चीज को भर लो कि अगर तुमने सिर्फ बीएससी बायोटेक किया हुआ है या माइक्रोबायोलॉजी किया हुआ है तो ये बिलो पार लेवल की स्टडीज हैं। हर करियर का अपना एक अलग डिमांड होता है। डू नॉट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ विद द बीटेक स्टूडेंट्स कमिंग आउट ऑफ आईआईटी or other engineering colleges. Please do not compare yourself with those students. They have a different level of degree, different courses of degree of different courses, so they are demanded in the industry in a different level and they can make the money. But biotechnology is a very hardcore field. A lot of things are depending on the industry. Like biotechnology, there are a lot of things like health sector hai, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ मेडिसिन है, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स है, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट है. सो अंडर ग्रेजुएशन लेवल 3 year, you most of the time has gone for these 6 semester or the 3 year in assignments, making PPTs, submission, late submission, attendance 75%, some internal trainings and the projects. I don't think that key most of the institution, research institution still do not take undergraduate students for their assignments and sorry for their internships. So in my time, I just जिसको कहते हैं ना चप्पल घिसना in Lucknow and Kanpur, I just went through the different institutions so that I can get in Delhi and Noida, Lucknow, so that I can get in master's level, so that I can get. So I was so fortunate in undergraduation level, I got ICMR labs to work on, and after that, I did all my trainings from the private institution just to learn the different techniques and the machines. So education level is certainly very big trump card in this biotech industry. So getting an and somehow most of the students are still getting confused between the two degrees like BTech degree, engineering in biotechnology, and simple graduation honors in biotechnology. Getting an engineering degree in biotech helps you to stand out from the crowd of BScs. Certainly, in the BTech degree, you are integrated. There are a lot of courses that have been integrated during the BTech. Like it is more engineering based, more industrial development based. If you will go through the syllabus of BTech and BSc, you will find that ki BSc degree is just a base level study of master's degree in which you can after which you can pursue your research. But BTech degree is mostly industrial studies like rheology, like industry, like valve and pump systems. These are all things that are included in the BTech or BE degree in biotechnology. So this is where you are going to stand out of the crowds of the BSc, which are prepared for mostly research work, not for the industry work. So if you want to opt for a job, you want to go for a job, I will suggest you to go for the BTech or BE degree rather than simple BSc, because BSc is just a foundation course. It's more like ninth and 10th foundation for NEET and medical entrance examination. So after studying 9 and 10th, you cannot appear for the NEET and medical entrance examinations, certainly, but it is creating a base to appear for those examinations. So BSc, and you are equivalent to a master degree holder of for sure. If you are opting B or BTech, it is up to that level because it's a 4 year degree course. So certainly one of the year that is you are opting for BTech, it is certainly adding the MSc part. Suppose अगर आप BSc और MSc करते हो तो MSc का अगर 1 साल निकालते हो तब जाके आपके पास 4 साल का टाइम होता है, लेकिन BA and BTech you are having 4 year degree course, it is already 4 year degree course. So you can go for a higher studies like MTech and MS or MBA even enter into the world of business, and certainly it is going to be a boom in your career if you are opting the MBA after the BA or BTech in biotechnology. आई कैनॉट टेल यू दैट कि इतने छोटे मतलब वीडियो तो ये बहुत छोटा सा है, इसलिए मैं आई कैनॉट टेल यू गो इन डिटेल दैट व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स और एडवांटेजेस यू आर गोइंग टू गेट इफ यू आर ऑप्टिंग द MBA आफ्टर BTech or BE. If you're not keen to go for the research work, certainly it's a plus, or it's a hands-on for the industries that you are going to get a better job and a very quick money. So educational level is certainly for ठीक है, we have discussed the BE and BTech. So after you complete your master's degree, you become eligible for most of the research jobs such as the project fellow. And me, after completing master's degree. So I was asked to join a college, that is MDDM college, that is again part of constituent unit of Bihar University, and it was a kind of government job. But in 2014, in 2010, I completed my master's. In 2014, I was called to join as a project fellow in UGC SAP project, as a special assistance program that was of 25 years of project. Unfortunately, it ended in only 5 years. So, as a project fellow in CSIR, ICMR, the Center for Scientific and Industrial Research, Indian Council of Medical Research, Department of Biotechnology sponsored projects, during duration of the project varies everywhere. So you need abide by their terms and conditions. Certainly, if you're not pursuing the PhD, this is the first job that you are going to get after the MSc in a very easy way. There are n numbers of project opening, and their age limitations is, I think, that is maximum 28 years. The project stipend will be provided to you, which will start from probably 12,000 to maximum 18,000, not more than that. प्रोजेक्ट फेलो में आपको एचआरए वगैरह बहुत मुश्किल से मिल पाता है, ये भी डिपेंड करता है कि कितने फंड का प्रोजेक्ट है उस पे. And even in the top notch universities like BHU, JNU, etc., in their specific departments, but again the preference is given to the candidates who have qualified any national level entrance examination. Like I said, there is a direct entry into the project like with a project fellow, but if someone is there with a national level of examination, who have the person who has cleared the national level of examination like CSIR, NET, GATE, DBT, BET, ICMR, GRF, ARS, NET, etc. I am get qualified. So if you, after simple MSc is coming, if you are coming in an interview, and I'm there to face you along with the other candidates. If I'm get qualified, certainly the weightage or the preferences will be given to me, as I have qualified for one of the national level entrance examinations. Clear any of the above examination and you can go for the PhD in almost any university or CSIR or ICMR institutions in India. So my ranking was really great, and again I will come in the end that why we are struck in a position that is need to be clarified in a very fast or in a very quick way. Otherwise, we are going to stay there. Like just one of my friends messaged me that after acquiring all these what we say key skills, we are struck in a 12,000 rupees salaries. Better you are struck in a 12,000 salary. No one is stopping you to quit your job and go for a better job. What is the reason that you have struck? I don't know. I was also struck in Bihar for 11 years just to serve my parents' health. So everyone has a reason. Everyone has a reason why they are stuck in a particular job. So after all these discussions, now coming to the industries. If suppose आपको पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है, research नहीं करना है, then you have to come into the industry as soon as possible. And one of the industries that are never that is one of the industry that is never going to end. Like कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज ऐसे हैं जो चलेंगे बंद हो जाएंगे, चलेंगे बंद हो जाएंगे, लेकिन कुछ इंडस्ट्री ऐसे हैं जो कभी भी बंद नहीं होने वाले हैं. उसमें से बायोफार्मा इंडस्ट्री एक है. It is an evergreen industry, and getting into the QA/QC job and F&D job, ठीक है, food and dietitian job after your master degree is also one of the best options that you have got. And but you need to be to do really well in your interviews, and you get a hands-on training experience through workshop and internship during your masters. So getting into these areas like pharmaceuticals and the QA/QC jobs, they are not looking. That one of my friends commented it, made a comment on it that ki, sir, even if for a fresher they are looking for a 1 to 6 year of experience, please add those experience that internships that you are getting. And I'm very clearly saying that कि please don't follow your friends for an internship. मेरी friend वहाँ जा रही है, मेरी girlfriend वहाँ जा रही है internship के लिए, तो मैं भी वहाँ जा रहा हूँ. नहीं नहीं, वो सब मत करो, वो सब मत करो. ठीक है, please. In the beginning I said that कि you have to be very honest with yourself. मैंने भी देखा है अपने टाइम में लोगों को आगे पीछे पीछे घूमते हुए कि हाँ भाई वो वहां जा रहा है या जा रही है तो मैं भी वहीं पे जाऊंगा. So don't do that. Choose the internship according to your interest or field of interest, and certainly it is going to help in your career and CV and keywords and the skills that you want to project and you want to bring on the table for these companies. So you have to be very great in the interview while you are facing interviews for these companies. Now, so pharma companies like Dabur, Ranbaxy, Hindustan Liver, and Dr. Reddy Labs, and that have their research and development units and do offer the biotechnology professionals with a handsome pay package. अब आप लोग देखो इसमें सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं है, रिलायंस भी आते हैं, आईटीसी आते हैं, जुबिलेंट्स आते हैं. There are a lot of bigger companies including these names. They have their R&D units and they are keen to pay you very handsome salary if you are bringing something on their table. Something on their table मैं समझाऊंगा, एक बहुत लेमन लैंग्वेज में आपको समझाऊंगा. फर्स्ट मैं ये स्लाइड क्लियर कर लेता हूँ, सो उसके बाद फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि लेमन लैंग्वेज में क्या है. Biotech sales and business development is a simple field, and if you are good in communications, like one of the skills that I have added into, so this is not, communication is not only for the business purposes and the sales purposes. So communication is going to help you in every prospect, whether you are working in a scientific projects, whether you are working in a editorial post. I remember one more company, that is Cactus. So these companies always, this company is always hiring the people for their scientific write-ups. So they will hire you, they will give you a topic to give a write-up, but to get a job, and they give a very handsome salary. So to get a job in Cactus, you have to appear before the interview. You have to appear for a written examination. So they are going to check, not only check that whether you are capable of writing in a very appropriate grammatical error-free method, but not only that, if you fail to clear the paper, they are going to give you a training about it as well. So after the training of from the Cactus, you can again reappear into the examination for their job part. So this is one of the area that I am very much interested in, कि अगर कहीं कुछ नहीं होगा, I am still looking for a QA QC job or R&D job. So I am also stuck in a very good job, very high paying salary job, but still there is always a chance for a person to improve in his career. So I'm also looking for a QA QC job and a research and development unit, to join a research and development unit somewhere. So if I fail to do so, certainly I have some other options and some other plannings as well, which I'm not discussing right now, that कि मैं क्या करूँगा. ठीक है, वक्त आने दे बता देंगे तुझे आसमां, हम अभी से क्या बताएं क्या हमारे दिल में है. Let the time come, then the sky will tell that where I want to go. So apart from all these things, communication skill is again going to help you everywhere, everywhere. Customer behavior, like understanding the understanding of customer behavior as well as the business development, then you can nail this. So there are some people that they are born businessmen. They have the tendency to communicate with the people very well. They are able to understand that what the other people are trying to say. This is what is called customer behavior handling, understanding the customer behavior. So if you are good at these things, certainly this is your field that you can be a king of your own zone. Again, my advice is to enter only after your master's degree. So again, industries and all, once you are through with the master's degree, then then only just go there, because समय उतना मिलेगा नहीं. You are not going to get the job if you are planning that कि I will start the job first and then I will make the money and I will come back and study again for my masters. You are not going to. Most of the students don't go there. Most of the students are stuck in the job and the loop of the job. यहाँ से चेंज किया वहां गए, वहां से चेंज किया वहां गए, बस वहीं पे फंसे हुए रह जाते हैं. एंड द लास्ट कम्स द पीएचडी. हमसे पूछिए पीएचडी करने का, और भी सारे बहुत सारे मेरे फेलो फ्रेंड्स हैं अभी तो बहुत लोगों से पिछले. आई हैव मेड अ लॉट ऑफ कनेक्शन सिंस लास्ट 2 or 3 days with a lot of people, and they all are very good, very professional. They are either pursuing the PhD or they have been awarded the PhD. I am PhD in soil microbiology, and working on the antimicrobial activities, and the antimicrobial peptide was my dissertation. So if you have a PhD degree in this field, then your employability depends on the following parameters, like your PhD topic, on which topic I have done a PhD. If I have done a PhD in botany department on antimicrobial peptide, I cannot do my job and the research or everything from the zoology part or the living organism, animal part. So from where you have done your PhD, I have done from the Bihar University. If you are doing from the or more renowned institutes like IIT and JNU and Delhi University, certainly it has a different impact. What is the skills set you possessed? Oh, Baba, I cannot list the skills if I'm updating the link on the LinkedIn. My CV is there. So not only from the PhD, but since I was teaching in one of the government institutions, and there I was appointed as a lab in charge uh, to do the presentation before the Department of Science and Technology. I raised the fund of 1 crore and 18 lakhs rupees. Then the whole lab setup was supposed to be done by me. So each and every student, right from the pH and weighing balance to the FTIR to the GCMS, everything was decided by me, bought by me. Like I have suggested that from this company you need to buy these machines because their results and the percentage of error is very less. So I have developed a extreme set of skills which can be implemented in so many diverse area of biotechnology. Set you poses and will the R&D company be interested in your research work? So this is again one of the most uh, not only that just like me. So if you are done with the PhD and you are thinking that okay, randomly you are going to apply in so many companies and they are going to give you a red carpet. No, it's not so. It's not so. So you only if they are interested in your research work and they know or they find that key that skills that you have developed during your own research, it is going to be beneficial for their what we say company or industry, then only they are going to hire you. So if you have the answer of all your questions mentioned above, then you have a good news. You can get into a research job after the PhD, and it has a huge scope with a high paying salaries, but your PhD must be in the relevant field and your IQ must match with the industry and standards. What does here the last line I'm telling you? Uh, See, you will find a lot of PhDs, so most of them are a specialist. They are not critical thinker. And here I'm just getting everything back again. And I'm really thank you those who have stayed till now to listen to me after 27 year and 53 seconds. So whether you are doing BSc, MSc or PhD, the industry or the job providers, they are expecting from you that you must have a very high IQ level. You must be a critical thinker, not just a specialist that you know that you are going to make a recipe of the media, you are autoclaving it, you are pouring into the petri plate, certain microbes are going to grow on it. I tell you one of the stories that was happened during my project fellowship in UGC. One of the girl in the Pune, she started a company where she was just trying to develop or grow a Malbhog kela that is very much famous in Bihar into Pune. And she hired some of the ladies of that local area where she didn't mention that if any plant tissue culture person is watching my video right now on the LinkedIn or the YouTube, then you must be feeling that those ladies were unaware of the chemicals or the stock solutions and how these stock solutions are going to behave in the culture, but they were knowing the recipes. They were knowing the recipes just like the masalas in the kitchen. If you'll add certain chemicals in a particular proportion, it is going to create a chemical combination which is going to help to grow the plants. That is it, that is it. उनके डब्बे पे पेप्टोन की जगह 1 2 3 4 लिखा हुआ था. उनको पता था कि वन डब्बा नंबर 1 you are going to get 200 mg, डब्बा नंबर 2 you are going to add 300 mg, and this is the recipe for the particular chemical on which you can grow the malbho kela or banana. So they were unaware of it. What I'm trying to convey through this story, that even if you are doing the BSc, MSc or PhD, if you are expertise in something, I tell you one thing, even if the five grader or six grader or seven or eight, nine, ten grade students, if I tell them that these are the chemicals, they have to be mixed in a particular proportion for this experiment, they can perform the experiment. What is expected from the industry? It is expected from the industry that we are a critical thinker. There is a philosophy philosophy of anything when you are pursuing any research or what we say experiment. If anything goes wrong, then you must be aware of it, that how to, where to correct the things, why it is happening wrong, where to correct the things. You must be able to think and rectify your protocol and again bring all the experiments onto its track. Unless until, if you are just facing your guide and you're facing और you're googling it कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है, certainly बहुत लंबा समय जो है ना वो R&D में आपका नहीं जाने वाला है. तो आपको एक क्रिटिकल थिंकर होना है, क्रिटिकल थिंकर. सोचो कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं, ठीक है. और यू कैन इवन परस्यू द पोस्ट डॉक्टरल अगेन. दिस इज द एंडलेस, एक लेवल, दो लेवल एंड तीन लेवल, तो दिस इज एंडलेस. ये apart from all the jobs, this is the last one job that is everyone dreams of, like कि assistant professor बन जा रहा है, और you can take up the teaching as an assistant professor after your PhD, and it is the noblest of all the profession and must be undertaken by the smartest of souls in the industry. I have been guest assistant professor for 11 years. Then I decided that ki I must take a break and teach something else or somewhere else. And then I will come again back into the assistant professor. Now again, there are three fields that I'm seeking a job in a QA/QC manager, in a R&D, or a assistant professor of molecular biology, cell biology, and genetics in any college or the university, renowned university. So hopefully in a year or two, I will clear some interviews and I will just enter. And that will be my last change. Like if I'm joining somewhere or anywhere as an assistant professor, I am going to retire from there only. So if you have a right understanding of the subject and you think you can ignite a flame or a research in your student, then go for it. You will excel. So this is what I am doing right now. So I take the responsibility all the youngsters, that if anyone is messaging me or dropping a comment on my post that key, and if I sense that that person is stuck somewhere, I always come up with some videos, with some content, that if I can help you. So this is what the PhD does, and yeah, the job of assistant professor you are supposed to do. 2 or 3 more minutes. Conclusion: the role of science in the future, in the biotechnology. Here we are coming. Uh, on an ending note, I would like to add that India is still a developing country, and the money is the priority of many people. The educational and the research institutions and the labs in this field of biosciences are not that well equipped, and the students face a lot of problems because of this. So in graduation level, I have never seen a lab which is fully equipped. I've never seen. Matlab, I was in MDDM college in since 2010. In 2016-17, I think that 8 years it took to develop a central instrumentation facility. But after all these things, eventually funding become a problem, and students have a rethink about the taking this career option. But obviously, after the COVID pandemic, the healthcare sector, pharma and biotechnology industries in India as well are growing to go for a boom, and with a better funding and a government, and as it is, you must be aware of ongoing the race to develop the vaccine against the viruses. We all have seen this, with the race with the world, that who is going to develop the effective vaccine. Everyone was like हमने बना लिया, हमने बना लिया. What, who developed the effective vaccines? Who developed the neighboring countries by providing the vaccines? It was India. So after the pandemic, the country has recognized the importance of this field, and certainly the fund level has gone up. So the things are changing right now. So although it is going to take the time again, so this is the time to be prepared for a better way, sharpen your skills, analyze, and the options are available to make a right decision. Again, this is all about that ki what has happened and what are the prospects that has happened. But still, I am telling you one thing. Getting a job in 2010 was completely different, and getting a job in 2024 is completely different. Now, there is a lot of things that have happened. Like right now, all the profiles that I have gone through, especially those fellow friends who have posted a comment on my post, your profile is incomplete on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a digital portfolio to showcase your potential and the things you have grasped, skills you have grasped, potential you have grasped over a period of time. So this is incomplete. Even if you are putting a badge on your name that see there are two open to work. I think yes, open to work. If company is looking into your profile, they are finding nothing. They are finding nothing. So you must go through a profile of a scientist. I'm not telling you to go through the my profile, that how I have created my profile, what are the things that have been written there. But I still I will tell you that ki go through a profile of a person who are in a great position, and please try to update. Now I have started updating my LinkedIn profile probably every day or two. इवन इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, लाइक इट्स नॉट सो दैट कि हर 2 दिन पे कहाँ से कुछ ले करके आए ताकि हम लोग लिखें. एटलीस्ट यू आर रीडिंग समथिंग. even if I'm studying glycolysis for my own sake, and if I'm finding a line written there that is very much important, okay, then I'm going to post it in the link on the LinkedIn. You might have seen my few of the posts at the back in the past that I have posted it like ki what are the Burgess manual ID flowchart do when you are pursuing any research or any project. So why these 8 pages and their experiments are important, and how these experiments are going to give you a different result in a positive and a negative sense. So this is not the first time someone is posting these things, but certainly my LinkedIn profile is updated approximately every day. So, since my summer vacation has started, so I will try to post every 2 or 3 days. Right now, I'm recording a video for the LinkedIn. So keep updating your LinkedIn profile every day or 2 or 3 or once or twice in a week. Unless you are not that active. ये बेटा क्या मैं बोलूँ, एक और कंपनी है, रील्स वगैरह देखने से अच्छा है कि आप यू मस्ट बी एक्टिव ऑन द लिंक्डइन. इट इज गोइंग टू मेक यू मनी. Otherwise, wasting time is, you have thousand options to waste your time. Okay. Now, stuck in a job. One of my students, I'm not going to tell the name. One of my students, he got placed in a company, capsule company in Bangalore, and he was getting 8 or 10,000 rupees of 3 or 4 years back. And I was just saying that ki, what you are going to do in 8,000 rupees in Bangalore? He said that कि sir, at least वहाँ रहना खाना residence and staying and the food was free and it was provided by the company. But after apart from that, you are going to get 8 or 10,000 rupees in your hands. So it is more priority, in my priorities is more important to come out of Bihar and reach somewhere where you can learn the skills. Right now he is posted in Patna, capital of Bihar, with a salary of approximately 40,000 rupees in only 4 years. Only 4 years. 3 years he has done in Bangalore, and 1 year then he changed the switched the job, changed the company, and he came back to the company in the Patna. Second, I have the example of one of my friend, one of not friend, one of my student, and he was like, sir, मेरे से I cannot study. मतलब I cannot study. Barely I was able to clear my graduations. Now I cannot study. So randomly he just went for a buddhi and appeared in one of the walk-ins of pharmaceutical company, and he said that ki, sir, probably I might be knowing something, I might not be knowing something, but if you are going to train me for 6 months, you're not going to regret that you have hired a wrong person. He was that confident. A guy from the Bihar, after the undergraduate degree, he went to the Badhi to appear in a walk-in of a pharmaceutical company, and from there, I think it has been like 7 years. Now he is not in India. Probably last time I was just talking to him, he was about to leave for Australia. You can imagine that कि 7 or 6 years of experience in working on HPLC, HPTLC, and GCMS. Now he has left for Australia from the company. Now he's working in the same company but in the Australia branch. So how much money he would have been making, I cannot tell you. Matlab, uh, it, it's just for me as an educator, it's just a dream come true if your kids and if your students are doing so. So if you are stuck in one place, if you're not satisfied with your salary, then you must be thinking or doing an introspection by yourself why you are stuck in that place, why you are not making more money. पैसा नहीं है मार्केट में, ऐसा नहीं है, सिर्फ स्किल्ड पर्सन नहीं है कंपनी के पास में, दैट इज वाई दे आर नॉट पेइंग. ठीक है, इफ यू आर इन वर्किंग इन अ कंपनी एंड यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट you have mastered all the skills they are provided. Suppose a company है, 10 techniques they are working on, and you have understood all those 10 techniques. You have learned all those 10 techniques. This is the saturation point to stay in that company. If the challenges are over in a job, you're not going to get more paid more. Now imagine that if I'm teaching in a school, why I'm getting paid that much salary? Just for the teaching? No. I bring a lot of things on the table. Conflict management, parents handling, parents conflict management, upgrading the students, upgrading the mean score of this of class. If a student is scoring 45%, then if he is studying from me, then he must be scoring or he must brought up to the 85 or 90%. So this is what I am doing in the school. Teaching can be done by any people. Matlab, anyone who has the book, who has the degree, he can teach or she can teach. But apart from teaching, there is a interpersonal relationship with the kids, interpersonal skills that you develop in an organization. What you are bringing onto the table, it is more important. Right now, I'm just changing. I'm most probably I will change the job very soon, and I'm keen to enter into a QA, QC or R&D. Certainly, what I'm going to bring apart from the other people who are getting hired, what I'm trying to bring, I have failed so many times in the laboratory while pursuing my research that I know that what are the wrong things that can go, what is the wrong that can happen during the experiment, and how we are going to rectify. How I know how to rectify the protocols. I know how to standardize the protocols. I know how to develop a protocol. If you are going to tell that you want to study something, this thing. So, Rohit, can we have this experiment? Within a day, matlab within 24 hours, I can give you a list of chemicals and the steps and the equipments that are required to complete those experiments. So this is what I'm bringing on the table. It's not like that I have completed my degree and since I am doctor, I want to get hired. No, no, no one is going to hire me. No one is going to hire me. If I'm not a critical thinker, if I'm not a problem solver, so no one is going to hire me. I'm confident that you can imagine that working in that environment of Bihar University for 11 years, how many challenges I would have faced. एक फंड जनरेट करने के लिए कितना प्रॉब्लम होता था, मैंने 1,18 लाख का फंड लिया है डीएसटी से और जाकर के लैब बनवाया है अपने कॉलेज का. ठीक है, कई सारे प्रेजेंटेशंस थे इससे पहले कि वो फंड्स आते, मैंने रिजाइन कर दिया. मैंने स्टार कॉलेज के लिए भी अप्लाई किया था, दैट वाज लाइक 5 लाख रुपीज. रूसा है, ठीक है, यूजीसी के लिए होते हैं, मेजर और माइनर रिसर्च के लिए होते हैं, बेसिक साइंटिफिक रिसर्च के लिए होते हैं. बहुत सारी चीजें थे जो अपने डिपार्टमेंट के लिए मैं करना चाह रहा था. 2010 से काम करते करते मेरे वर्क को रिकॉग्निशन 2015-16 में मिलना शुरू हुआ There is a guy in the room who can buy, who can represent the whole college and the department before UGC and DBT. Okay, so making those projects to generate or to get a fund from the DBT, it was my duty at that time. So this is what I'm going to put on the table. So if you are stuck somewhere, beta, no one has put a brake on your legs. Try to upskill yourself and just leave. ठीक है? कितना टाइम हो चुका है that you have updated your CV? Is your CV ATS friendly or not? एप्लीकेशन ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम के फ्रेंडली है कि नहीं, या अभी भी आप डिजाइनर, क्या नाम है, इफ यू आर मेकिंग डिजाइनर CVs with the graphics and all, you are not going to get hired. There is a particular format available in the world which is ATS friendly. तुम्हें कहीं से, you don't need to buy any service to make your CVs. There is a particular format, chronological CV के नाम से, there is a particular format on the world. Just make your CV using those format. Make a CV of one page, and you will find that there are a lot of skill section. This is very empty. You are adding only 3 4 5 7 skills. Skills must be at level of 10 plus skills that you are bringing on the table. Suppose कर लो कि एक पिज्जा है, अगर आपने सिर्फ और सिर्फ चीज बना हुआ पिज्जा अगर आपने दिया तो उसका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या होता है? मार्गरीटा पिज्जा कितने का आता है? मुश्किल से 115, मतलब 39 रुपीज से स्टार्ट होकर 115 रुपए पे. अनलेस यू आर नॉट पुटिंग अ टॉपिंग्स ऑन टू योर पिज्जा, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू पे फॉर द पिज्जा. तो अगर आप पेड ज्यादा होना चाहते हो तो टॉपिंग्स ऐड करो, स्किल्स का टॉपिंग्स ऐड करो, अपने नेटवर्क को बढ़ाओ, लिंक्डइन पे अपने नेटवर्क को बढ़ाओ, इंस्टाग्राम को अगले 6 महीने साल भर के लिए साइड करो, थोड़ा समय दो वहां पे. Give most of the time on the LinkedIn. Increase your network. Communicate with the people. What you are going to bring on the table. On the table. I'm repeatedly saying that what you are going to bring on the table of the industry. If you are just repeatedly doing, you are just putting a thumb at 9 a.m., coming out of the industry by 7 a.m., a simple protocol you are repeating since last 2 or 3 years, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. You need to learn a lot of techniques. Workshop attend karo, try to attend some seminar, webinar, workshop. If a new technique has been introduced, ask your mentor or the reporting person that you want to go for a month for a particular, to learn particular techniques. ठीक है? So to upskill yourself to get a job. Anything that you want to ask after this video, you are most welcome, and we will meet in the next video. Hopefully this session has would have helped you a lot, and if you are finding anything that you need to discuss with me, keep posting on the comment section. Till now it's very late, approximately it is 1 a.m. in the night. So we will meet in the next session and the next post. Thank you so much. Keep subscribing and keep watching. Thank you so much. Good night.